Hello and welcome back. We're back with another episode inside today due to roof people showing up.
Last minute, we were about to go on this beautiful sunny outside day, but roof people showed up.
At 4:30.
Okay.
Okay.
Roof people.
So, we're going to get started off.
Benny got the Thursday game right. I got it wrong.
So I
predict Houston. He predicted the Jets.
Yep. And yeah, so I predicted the Jets to win 37-34. Looked like a trap game for Houston. Jets playing good against the Texans.
Trap game again. That ever-present trap game that just keeps coming up.
And there's
It's
trap
a trap.
games.
It's a trap.
So if you don't know what a trap game
It's
is.
a trap. It's when Admiral Akbar says, "It's a trap," right
Okay.
before the game starts.
But seriously, what a trap game is basically when you could lose to a team where you should beat. And just an upset, like there's a game a week ahead you're looking ahead to. Let's say the Jets are playing Patriots, they're looking ahead to the Texans, they focus on the Texans, and then they lose to the Patriots. Just an example. Alright, so let's get started. Sunday at 1 p.m., we have the Commanders, we have the Giants. I see Jaden Daniels showing up. I think the Giants are going to make this a competitive game, but I think the Commanders are going to get it done. It's going to be low scoring, but I see the Commanders getting it done. And it's not going to be as dominant as other games that they've had are. But I think Commanders are going to win it 28-9.
I like the Commanders here too.
Still pretty dominant.
I think Jaden Daniels, who's awesome. I'm a big fan. 24-3. Don't go ahead. Because that affects me and my...
Okay, so next up we have the Cowboys. We have the Falcons. And I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
Cowboys have
potential.
been struggling, however. CeeDee Lamb has looked good the last few games. But I think we're going to see more offense in this game. Both defenses. The Falcons' defense, however, I think is the better defense in this matchup. And I think Cowboys have just been struggling. I think the Falcons are going to get it done 35-20. And a surprising win.
The Cowboys really need to win, and I think they're going to find a way to do it this week. I don't know why I think that, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it. Cowboys 31, Atlanta 28.
And next up, we have the Broncos. We got the Ravens. And if you want to know what I predicted for this game, you got to watch Season 2, Episode 6 of the Solar Sports Podcast.
It's a trap!
So I have the final score being, for this game, I have it going into overtime. Tied at 27. It's going to be 33-27 with one of the teams winning.
Wait,
you want to find out what team, you got to watch the episode. Alright, so you go.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to go with Baltimore on this one, 34-28.
Alright.
For no particular reason.
Alright, and next up we have the Dolphins. We have the Bills, and
this shouldn't even be a contest.
I think the
No,
Dolphins
they do have Tua back.
They have Tua, they have Tyreek, they have A-Chain. They
What
have a
happens
whole
if Tua
team
gets
back.
another concussion?
I think the Dolphins are gonna remember Week 18 of last season.
What happens if Tua goes in and on a play, his head pops off?
Okay, let's talk about positivity here. Realistically,
all right,
both of these teams are two really good teams. Look back to Week 18 last year. That game came down right to the end where the Bills won. And I think it's going to be similar here. I think the Bills are still going to win, but it's going to be close. I have the Bills taking this 24-17.
And what was the result last time? I know the Bills won.
Bills won. I don't remember the score exactly.
By a lot or a little?
By like a little. It was close.
I'm going Bills here, but I think this time it's going to be a lot. I'm saying 37 for the Bills to Miami's 14.
All right, and next up we have the Trash Bowl, maybe the battle for the number one pick.
Because you know who is back at quarterback.
Derek Carr's back?
He is. He's back this week.
Oh, well, that still doesn't change up my prediction. We have Bryce Young and Derek Carr, and regardless, I'm going to give the Saints a few more points here, but I think, like Week 1, it's going to be similar to Week 1. Maybe not as dominant as the Panthers. I'll be nice, give them a touchdown, but I think the Saints are going to dominate like they were the first two seasons, and they'll finally get their third win after dropping 6 straight.
Mm-hmm.
And I think It's going to be Saints 36 to the Panthers 7.
I think there's no question the Saints win this one, especially getting Derek Carr back, 37-8.
And next up, we have the Raiders taking on the Bengals. Raiders have played terrible football. The Bengals they've looked good, but they're coming off a bad loss against the Eagles. I think this is the game where Joe Burrow shows up and goes off and reminds everyone who the Bengals really are. And I see them taking this one 48 in a dominant game, 48-10.
Nice. Yeah, I like Cincinnati here. I'm going to go Bengals 35, Vegas 14.
All right, and next up we have the Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
New look Cleveland Browns with Jameis Winston at quarterback.
And the question is, was that a fluke? I'm feeling Browns here. And I just feel like Deshaun Watson has been the downfall of the Browns. And I don't know if it's going to last like Joe Flacco did last year, but kind of buying what Jameis Winston has been able to do. The Chargers need to figure stuff out. They've played good football, but they haven't really been able to dominate. It's mainly been their defense, not so much offense. And I think if Winston looks like he did last week, it's going to be a close game. So I have these guys tied at 20, and kicking the winning field goal as time expires is the Browns.
Wow. Browns at home over the Chargers.
23-20.
I personally think the Chargers are going to come out on top here. Even though I am excited about this new look Browns and this kid Tillman. Seems like he's the real deal, but we'll see. He's only got one game really under his belt that mattered. But I'm going to go Chargers here, 23-20. For no particular reason.
All right, and next up we have another trash game. We have actually one team maybe there. We have the Titans, we have the Patriots, and I'm going Patriots here.
Yeah.
They just beat the Jets. Mason Rudolph and the Titans have played good football, but they just haven't been able to do enough. If I heard something correctly, Will Levis may be coming back this week. I don't know what's going on with the Titans. They've been able to get it done, but they have also been struggling. I think the Patriots' defense has looked pretty good, and I think it's going to be Patriots who take it. It's not going to be as a good game, but I think it's really going to come down to Drake May being able to throw the ball against the terrible Titans defense.
I don't think he's out of
and as of 11 o'clock today,
really?
Drake May is out of concussion protocol.
He
does not have the word yet. So
okay.
With Drake May back, I think he's going to lead the Patriots to their second win in a row to win 27-16.
I'm going to go Pats here just because of the run game and regardless of the quarterback situation. And Tennessee stinks. I'm going to go Patriots. Not a particularly amazing win, but Patriots 17-13.
And next up, we have the Bears taking on the Cardinals. And the Cardinals coming off a win. The Bears coming off a horrible loss versus the Commanders. That was just painful. And
just keep going.
And I think it's gonna be a tough one, but this is a tough one. It could really go either way, but I think the well-rounded team is what matters, and I think it's gonna be the Bears who take this one. We're gonna see it's gonna be more defense than offense. It's gonna come down right to the end, but I see the Bears, and they're gonna get it done. And my original score, it's gonna sound familiar, the Cardinals game last week, but I have the Bears winning it 28-27. That was my original score a week ago. So
I think Arizona pulls it off at home here. Although I'm excited for this game, but I'm going to go Arizona 28-27.
And next up, we have Doug Peterson heading back to Philly, where he coached for years, with the Jaguars, sitting at 2-6, and does not look good for them. They almost beat the Packers. That was with their backup quarterback. They now play the Eagles, and I think this is a trap game for the Eagles. However, I just think the Jaguars, as much as it is a trap game for the Eagles are a good team. And I just think it's going to be the Eagles after Jalen Hurts, how he played last week, getting it done.
It's a trap!
And this is going to be a good offensive game, and I think the Eagles are going to get it done 27
Eagles should get it.
24.
Eagles
Another
are pretty
heartbreaker
dominant.
for the Jaguars.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think the Eagles are going to win this handedly over the Jags. And I'm going to go Philadelphia 41 to Jacksonville 17.
All right, so the NFL is weird. And next up we have the Lions
This should be the game of the week.
and the Packers. Probably the game of the week. Both the Lions just scored 52 and the Titans. Lions defense has been great with Aiden Hutchinson, but this week I see the Packers putting up 40 on the Lions.
Isn't Hutchinson out or is he back?
Hutchinson is out for the season.
Ugh.
So it's bad for the Lions, and I think that's going to finally show here as the Packers are going to dominate and win 40-20.
Wow. I'm going to go, Green Bay's looking good. Detroit's still looking good. I like this as a ramp them up game and not a trap game. But I'm going to go Detroit here on the road with a 33-27 victory over Green Bay.
And next up, we have the Rams. We got the Seahawks Rams looking great with Cooper Kupp and Nakua back, and I'm gonna think it's gonna be Rams dominating here.
The
They're
Rams
gonna
look good all of a sudden.
put up a lot of points.
Yeah, I like the
Seahawks
Rams.
not so much. Metcalf's out, I'm pretty sure, so they really have no one.
Bummer for them.
So I think the Rams are gonna take this one 41-14.
I like the Rams here too. I'm gonna go Rams 31 to Seattle 21.
All right, and next up we have the Colts. The Vikings, Sunday Night Football, Joe Flacco, Sam Darnold, and this is going to be a good game. I see this game coming down right to the end. I think the Vikings are going to win, but the Colts are going to play them tough. And I think Vikings kick the game-winning field goal, another game-winning field goal this week, as the Vikings win 30-27.
Vikings have lost 2 in a row, right?
They have, but I think this is where it ends.
They're gonna turn it around here against Indianapolis, and maybe Joe Flacco isn't the answer for Indianapolis, as he is the new starting QB after they bench Richardson. I'm gonna go Minnesota 31, Indy 28.
31-28.
Yep.
And finally, Monday Night Football. We have the Buccaneers. We have the Chiefs.
Ooh, could be the game of the year.
Buccaneers. I don't know. Buccaneers without Godwin and Evans. I don't know if they really stand a chance. Losing 2 in a row without Godwin and Evans. And I think it's going to be another game where the Chiefs are going to get it done. And
KC didn't they just get Uche from the Pats on defense? I think so.
Yeah, they did. But regardless, this is going to be another game where the Chiefs win when they don't put up the best performance. I see 2 touchdowns for Kareem Hunt, and I think the Bucs are going to put up a lot of field goals, and it's going to be a 24-19 win for the Chiefs, a close game. Yeah. So, yeah.
I think I read that Patrick Mahomes has almost as many interceptions as he does touchdowns this year. It's crazy. What a difference. But they're still 7-0. So how do you like that? It ends here. Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay ended.
Without Godwin
even though
and
they're
Evans.
struggling. Yeah. I'm going Tampa Bay with the surprise victory. 23-18. I went under you, and I opposited it.
Okay.
Okay. Last week, Benny went 9-7. I went 11-5. I have a 5-game lead in the overall standings. And what are we doing here? Somers.
We're predicting next week's Somers game. And
wait, what was the final score of last night's game?
Last night's game was 34-0 Somers.
Do opponents of Somers even get points? Because it seems like every game is 0.
Yeah, a lot of them don't. The last 2 games have been shutouts, and now they take on Harrison next week, and I think it's gonna be Somers who gets it done 42-7.
I think Somers gets it done 43-8.
Weird score. All right, folks. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
All right, peace.
Peace.